Tonight we report on a shooting Friday afternoon in Quincy, and a Moses Lake man wanted on federal drug charges is arrested in Utah. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. Moses Lake softball remains undefeated, and Big Bend baseball drops a twin bill at Treasure Valley. Here's a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Good to be with you, everybody. A cold front and disturbance across the region, keeping a bit of an unsettled scenario. There is an improvement in the forecast. Other details in a few moments.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFiber One News.
From the iFiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber One News, and it starts now.
A 22-year-old man survived being shot in the back in Quincy on Friday. Cesar Mendoza, a 16-year-old Quincy resident, was charged on Monday in Grant County Superior Court for assault in the first degree and unlawful possession of a firearm. He is being charged as an adult in accordance with state laws regarding juveniles accused of committing serious crimes. He is in the Grant County Juvenile Service Center with bail set at $250,000. Mendoza was allegedly arguing with the victim's 23-year-old brother when the victim came running up to the two in the 100 block of H Street Southwest. A witness told Quincy police Mendoza allegedly pulled a small pistol and shot the victim, and 4 male teenagers were seen running from the scene. Mendoza allegedly told police he was at East Park smoking marijuana when the shooting occurred. He reportedly said he ran from police because he thought he had an arrest warrant, according to the police report. A new play made its debut over the weekend at Maskers Theater in Soap Lake. The show, called Play On, will hit the stage again this weekend. Reporter Jeff Chu has the details.
It's a play about a play that goes all wrong. Play On, now on stage at the Maskers Theater in Soap Lake, is billed as a director's worst-case scenario. Lines are missed, sound effects are flubbed, and the playwright has a penchant for rewriting scenes in her play, Murder Most Foul, at will. Then throw in egos and clashing personalities. The cast features director Jerry Dunbar, played by Connor Wentworth, Aggie, played by Pat Schaefer, Lewis, played by Steve Yakish, and Billy Caraway, played by Patrick Rossman. The cast also features Henry Benish, played by Donovan Brush, Polly Benish, played by Kathleen Stahl, Saul Watson, played by Clifford Brisset, and Marla Smitty Smith, played by Sofia Hendrickson. The playwright, Phyllis Montague, is played by Joanne Brock. The play shows at 7:30 p.m. this Friday and Saturday, and for a 2 p.m. Sunday matinee. The play also runs at 7:30 p.m. May 8th and 9th, and for a 2 p.m. matinee May 10th. Tickets are available at maskers.com or at the door. I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
A shed fire in Ephrata is being investigated as arson. Ephrata firefighters responded to the fire in the 100 block of H Street Northeast Saturday afternoon and found a small fire inside a 10-foot by 10-foot shed between houses. According to Ephrata Fire Department Chief Jeremy Burns, the property owner was able to contain the flames and the fire was quickly extinguished. There was no electricity running to the shed, and firefighters reportedly found a can of lighter fluid nearby. The Ephrata Police Department is investigating. A Moses Lake man facing federal drug charges was arrested Sunday in Utah. The U.S. Marshal's Office in Spokane confirmed Floyd Best Jr., a 43-year-old man, was taken into custody in Richfield, Utah, south of Salt Lake City. Best is charged in U.S. District Court in Spokane with conspiracy to distribute at least 50 grams of methamphetamine. An arrest warrant was issued for Best on April 8th. Federal agents searched his Road M.2 Northeast property on March 26th as part of the investigation that began in June 2014. And law enforcement reportedly found meth and stolen property. Another suspect in the investigation, John Leland, A 45-year-old Moses Lake man was arrested March 26th at a property on Baseline .5 Road Southeast near Moses Lake. Best and Leland are accused of selling meth to confidential informants on several occasions. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
Short break, we'll be right back.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of these many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
Just when I thought the blizzard couldn't get any better, DQ put the blizzard inside a waffle cone. This is mind-blowing. So when DQ asked me how I would tell the world, I said... Sounds better in Italian.
Pretty impressive, Liz. Any blizzard, like confetti cake, now in a fresh baked waffle cone. This is fan food, not fast food.
Good to be with you, everybody. I'm Ceci Gutierrez with your local weather report from the One News Weather Center, and it is brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer, Toyota. Let's go places. Let's begin with a quick look at your headlines across the area. Overall, pleasant-looking weather. Slight chance of rain across the area overnight tonight, and this is due to a cold front pushing into inland northwest behind the system. And weather disturbance keeping that slight chance of showers across the basin, but a drying trend as we head into the second part of this work week, even into the weekend. Dry conditions across the area. Temperatures topped out around 80 this afternoon and Ephrata the low mid-40s, and the sunset 8:05 this evening. Across Moses Lake, the temperature, the high registered at 81, average mid-60s. Mid-40s should be the low registered around 44. Temperatures currently outside your door around mid-upper 70s with a wind out of the west at around 12 miles per hour. Here's a quick look at the scenario panning out across the immediate region. We notice some cloud cover, inland northwest, drier air mass with mostly clear skies. And we have this band of precipitation in a scattered form, but then we have additional rain moving into the area, and we notice that it will be in a scattered fashion, intensifying a bit as it progresses to inland northwest over the Idaho Panhandle. Heavy rains cannot be rolled out across that region in a scattered form as it continues to move in, and precipitation could be a mix or even some snow across the higher elevations as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. By Friday, conditions much quieter across the entire region. Dry air mass expected to dominate this Wednesday afternoon across much of the interior and across inland northwest. For Seattle and across Olympia, greater threat for showers across that area. Taking a closer look along the basin for this Wednesday afternoon, we're looking forward to beautiful weather. Temperatures heading back to more seasonal across the entire area. These readings in the mid to upper 60s. Here's a quick look at what we can expect. The next few days, quite unpleasant, quite comfortable. Dry conditions for this Thursday with mostly sunny skies. A bit of an increase in cloud cover Friday into Saturday, but overall dry weather is expected to prevail. And these temperatures heading back to approximately 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of the year throughout much of the extended forecast. Beautiful weather as of Sunday also with mostly sunny skies. Good to be with you, everybody. This segment brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer, Toyota. Let's go places. We'll be right back with sports.
Hi.
Hi, I see here on my glasses that it's your sales event.
Yeah, we have low APR financing and some great lease offers. Check out the bold new Camry.
Wow, that's really nice. I gotta get a closer look. Wow, there's so much stuff.
Careful.
If I could just see where I was going.
Right now, you can lease a new 2015 Camry for $199 a month with $750 lease bonus cash. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan.
Now this is cool.
That's easy to see.
Toyota, let's go places.
Quincy baseball split a doubleheader with East Valley. The Jacks came back to take the opener 3-2. Doug Tobin went the distance, tossing a 4-hitter over 7 innings of work. The Red Devils tore the cover off the ball, pounding out 15 hits to dominate the nightcap 13-2. Quincy moves to 9-6 with the split. The Jacks are at Grandview today and then head to Ephrata Saturday for doubleheader action to finish out regular season play. Moses Lake softball dismantled Eastmont in Twin Bill action. The Chiefs took the first game 13-4 and the second 9-1. All of the Wildcats' runs were unearned. The Chiefs' number 9 hitter Haley Orozco had the hot bat for Moses Lake. The right fielder went 5 for 8 in the 2 games with an inside the park home run. Orozco is batting .600 for the Chiefs. Moses Lake moves to 12-0 in Big 9 action and 14-0 overall. The Chiefs are back on the diamond for a 3-game series with West Valley beginning today. Ephrata softball dropped to Twin Bill at Ellensburg by a combined 21-6 score. The Bulldogs took the opener 10-0 and the nightcap 16-1. Ellensburg roughed up the Tigers' pitching staff, pounding out 23 hits in the 2 contests. Ephrata has dropped 6 of its last 8 games, and with 6 left, needs to win at least 3 to nail down a playoff berth. Big Bend dropped a road doubleheader at Treasure Valley. The Chuckers took game 1 by a 6-3 score. The Vikings led 3-1 going into the home half of the 5th. Treasure Valley bats came alive to hang 5 on the board for the comeback win. Dylan Cooper had the hot stick for Big Bend, going 2 for 4 at the dish with a single and a home run. The Chuckers edged the Vikings 3-2 in extra innings in the nightcap. Treasure Valley led 2-1 after 3 were in the books. Big Bend tied it in the 6th on a solo shot by Ryan Wade. The Chuckers brought home the winning run in the 11th. The loss has dropped Big Bend to 7-13 and all but eliminates the Vikings from postseason play. The Seattle Mariners got off to a hot start in the first of 3 games down in Texas. Nelson Cruz got things going for the M's with an RBI single in the first. Then it was all Taijuan Walker. The Seattle pitcher went 7 innings, giving up 6 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Walker has only given up 1 earned run in his last 2 starts, going 12 1/3 innings. Mariner DH Seth Smith went 1 for 3 with an RBI single in the 5th, putting the Mariners up 3-1. The Fernando Rodney experience came in for the save in the 9th. In true Rodney fashion, he didn't make it easy for himself, but managed to get the job done. The M's are now at 8-11 on the season, looking to string together a couple of wins with Jay Happ on the mound tonight. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about a Moses Lake woman who is fighting for her life while she awaits a heart transplant. Reporter Jeff Chu spoke with her family and has the story.
Crystal Scott is fighting for life. She needs a heart transplant. Just this week, Crystal left her family's home in Moses Lake for an appointment at the University of Washington Medical Center after her condition worsened. She is expected to receive heart medication at the Seattle hospital until a heart donor is found. She suffers from cardiomyopathy, a condition where the heart muscle is abnormal. Crystal's declining health forced her to leave the Moses Lake hair salon she loved working at for 9 years. She described her heart condition last week at home with her family.
March 25th, I went over for a routine visit, and we knew that my heart was getting worse gradually. And when I went on March 25th, the doctor informed me that one of the test results revealed that I only had 9% of my left ventricle capacity left. A normal person has between 50 and 60%.
The mother of 3 who was diagnosed in 2000 is on the medical center's heart transplant program's waiting list for a heart donation. Crystal says she is fortunate to have her family nearby.
I have a very good support system. I have 3 children, and all of them are very, very helpful, along with my husband, trying to make sure that I don't worry about very much, but that's really hard.
The family has gone to a crowdfunding site, GoFundMe.com, to ask for donations up to $65,000 to support Crystal after her heart transplant. Her doctor requires that she stay close to the university hospital for 3 months after the surgery for exams and recovery time. It will burden the family with lodging, food, and travel expenses. Her daughter Kayla will stay with her for most of the recovery period. Crystal's husband, Larry Scott, praised family friends in the community for their support so far. Larry described how Crystal's condition has affected the family.
Been very, very trying. I try to shelter her from as much as I can to take some of the burden off her. And to be honest with you, without the kids, without the rest of the family, I don't know what a person would do.
Daughter Kayla, who will be in charge of her mother's recovery following the transplant, said her love of social media led to the family starting up a GoFundMe.com campaign.
Other GoFundMe accounts set up, I've never personally looked into doing one before until we got the word that the transplant was actually happening.
Crystal said being left and waiting for a heart donation has been the hardest part.
The great part is knowing that eventually, having a heart will make me better. I just pray every day that the chance will come before I get too sick.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
We'll be right back after this.
Have you been to iFiber1.com? The most up-to-date news in the Columbia Basin is just one click away. With news, sports, and weather, you can stay in the know with what's going on in your community. Read your news on the go by visiting iFiber1.com on your tablet or even your phone. Follow us on Facebook for quick updates and discuss the news with others in our area. Your #1 news source in the Columbia Basin is iFiber1.com. Check it out today. What's white and yellow and red all over? If you said the local book telephone directory, the one with the purple sunset on the cover, then you're right. In print and online at statewideyp.com, it features up-to-date local maps, community information, and a calendar of events. With a restaurant dining guide with full local menus and a reverse directory, you're sure to find the number you're looking for. It's the best way to get the information you need. Pick up a copy of the local book today or visit statewideyp.com.
Welcome back. The Moses Lake Dairy Queen was closed for a short time after a driver got her slipper stuck on the gas pedal and drove her car through the side of the restaurant. The restaurant opened for business again the next day. Renee Keel, a 65-year-old Moses Lake woman, was reportedly pulling into a parking spot at the Dairy Queen on South Pioneer Way on Saturday afternoon when her slipper reportedly got caught on the gas pedal, according to Moses Lake police on Monday. Keel was unable to brake in time and struck the south side of the building with her Chevrolet Impala. The crash caused extensive damage to the inside and outside of the building. Nobody was injured. According to the police, no tickets were issued because the collision occurred on private property and is being settled between insurance companies. The Moses Lake High School Future Farmers of America are hosting a plant and garden sale this weekend. The sale takes place at the Moses Lake High School greenhouse from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Friday and from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. The FFA is offering 4-inch plants for $3, 6-inch plants for $5, and hanging baskets for prices from $20 to $50. Available plants include perennials, geraniums, and ornamental grasses. Several types of tomatoes and peppers are available. Hanging baskets are available in 12-inch and 14-inch sizes. For more information, contact Moses Lake High School FFA advisor Tony Kern at 509-766-2666, extension 2941. Police are looking for a man who stole a charity donation box from Tacos El Rey in Moses Lake. An older Caucasian man wearing light blue jeans and a black jacket entered the restaurant on West Broadway Avenue on Friday afternoon and stole a locked donation box for the blind from the counter, according to Moses Lake Police on Monday. Witnesses told police the suspect fled toward the lake, but officers were unable to locate him. It's unclear how much money was in the donation box. Anyone with information about the suspect or crime is asked to call the Moses Lake Police Department at 509-764-3887. In Northwest News, a video from a security camera shows a driver coming within inches of mowing down 3 school children near Seattle. Enraged parents say they watched the driver speed past the bus just as their children were about to get on. Como's Mark Miller has the story.
The bus is stopped, the doors are about to open. Yes, that just happened. An SUV came within inches of wiping out 3 children. Their mothers watched in shock.
My kids, they were so close to being taken away from me. You know, it's really, really hard. It's really, really hard to watch.
Nobody got hurt, but 5-year-old Charity says it sure felt like something touched her.
Because it kind of ran over my shoe a little.
The onboard surveillance system captures the near miss from 3 separate angles. Witnesses say the SUV drove around several other vehicles stopped behind the bus.
And when we knew our kids were okay, the anger set in. I took off running. I was partway down this hill after her.
Just so you understand, the door of the bus came to this white line. Where this driver sped past isn't a lane. All it is about a 4-foot wide shoulder and that shallow ditch.
To have somebody go that far out of their way to get around the bus at the speeds that they were going.
Brandy Wheeler's 10-year-old son Jerry is one of the kids, along with Lisa Razzo's 5- and 9-year-old daughters.
They were shell-shocked, and and so were we. Her son was crying.
It happened too fast for anybody to get a license plate. School district officials assure me all lights and signs on the bus were working. The bus driver did everything by the book. And so did those kids who were taught by their parents, wait for the bus to stop and the doors to open before you get on.
Because if it hadn't been, 2, 3 more steps, our kids might not be here.
And that's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.